So why don't you like Wreck-Gar?
Oh, I do like Wreck-Gar. Wreck-Gar's great. So
Wreck-Gar, damn near, I barely knew her.
And you cussed again. Or is that...
No,
that one's okay.
Oh, that one's okay?
That one can be said.
Yeah.
It's
The one that I started with, he cannot be said.
Oh.
The words that cannot be said.
Yeah. So this is take 2. But you know, the last time we were doing a recording session, we talked about the high pitched whining sound.
That wasn't Adam?
That wasn't Adam. That's right. And it ended up being the air conditioner. Well, I turned the air conditioner off to get rid of that noise, and then the next day my air conditioner broke, and it was seriously like 80 to 85 degrees in my apartment the next day, and I'm like, oh, this is awful. And of course, it was the day that they had like 115% humidity.
Oh.
But it's been fixed now, thankfully, and no more whining sound. I just thought that was...
Except for Adam.
And they never
Except for Adam.
told you exactly what happened either.
I mean, I didn't ask.
Okay.
I just said, it broke, and they went, all right. And then they went,
Fuck.
it's fixed.
No, I got it.
61 seconds?
I was watching, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we had to do that cold open because of the air conditioner a second time because somebody, me, swore in the first 60 seconds. We dropped an F-bomb.
It's usually me or Tyler, so it's actually
Hey,
fine.
Right? Like,
Hey, Adam, do you want to hear have you heard my Nazi knock-knock joke?
I don't know. Put your...
9.
There you go.
9. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Viva las the questions!
Stupid.
I was going to slap you in the face, but your face is on the other side of the microphone.
That's
Stupid.
That's horrible and hilarious at the same time.
Now that I've gotten that out of the way.
Wait. Ask me if... Wait. I didn't get a chance to do it in the last episode. Ask me if I've heard your Nazi joke.
Don't.
Yeah, do it.
Hello, and welcome to Previously On, a damage control podcasting production. Previously on, My Last Jedi remake destroyed Cody's weird thing, and the last minute crap Adam made up.
What are you talking? I worked on that for 2 months, man.
Today's topic is a
My movie
historical
was so bad it
figure
infected yours.
presidential extravaganza. I am the head of Studio 55. Pause for laughter. My writers are Gesture to Daniel,
He's catching
Daniel Newkirk?
Newkirk.
Gesture to Cody,
Cody Dietrich.
Gesture to Adam.
Adam.
K. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself.
That's a great opening.
Thank you. I even wrote the gesture part.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what do we as writers do? Like, what's the whole point of the game?
Oh, fuck. I had to include that stuff in there, too?
Probably should.
So, I am the head of Studio 55, and you are my writers, my crack-addicted group.
Isn't it Studio 57?
Studio 54. My studio's better.
Oh.
It's better by one.
Which we all know is the best
One.
way to be better than.
One, Cody. It's better by one.
Hey, just look at it this way, Cody. You're getting better. Last time you lost by 2.
What? Are you checking your phone? Well, dude, are you going to cut your Coke nails or not?
No, I need them for work.
Sure. So you guys are going to pitch it was a presidential genre mashup in the vein of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, but Adam, of course, had to be all pissy and...
What?
Yeah, you.
No,
Yeah, that's
like
what
it.
I
Yeah,
did.
That's what I did.
That's what I did.
Was,
Okay,
did the
well,
prompt get
you're
changed?
like, does it have to be a president? Can it be just a historical person?
Oh, no. Well, I did a president.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
then
did a
it's
president, too.
then it's a presidential.
I think we all did a president.
So you threw in the caveat and didn't even go for it.
Yeah, I guess not.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So it's a presidential film.
Benjamin Franklin's a president, right?
No.
Okay.
He's the only one who wasn't.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's lots of people that aren't presidents.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You haven't been president?
Well, I mean, in my head.
Is it,
President.
that's
of
not
these,
what you told me when I got under the desk.
President of these nuts.
I had a good comeback, and then he screwed me up.
Right.
So, who wants to go first?
The
Everyone's
winner of the last trivia game we just did, Cody. Go ahead.
All right.
He's bellying up to the table.
So I was going to do Eisenhower.
Deborah, can we get some coffee?
Oh man, is she back?
Yeah, she's
Debbie.
back.
Oh, God damn it.
Debbie.
Jeez.
Good lord.
What is going on?
Cody needs an assistant. Deborah.
All right.
Her name's Debbie.
When did we get a new assistant?
Studio 55's always had Debbie.
What happened to the old assistant?
We don't talk about what happened to the old assistant. It's always been Debbie.
Gotcha. Wasn't there like an old Southern black woman at one point?
Always been Debbie.
All right. I originally was going to do this piece about Eisenhower until I realized Eisenhower isn't who I thought he was.
So you don't like Ike?
No, because who I thought Eisenhower was, I had the name wrong. So I actually went with the president who I thought he was because this is the story that I liked.
Okay.
Who did you confuse Eisenhower for?
I don't want to say.
JFK.
Well, it's going to become apparent because I'm going to say who it actually is eventually. Picture this. President's making a national speech.
That is not what I thought you were going to do with that.
We're having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Adam, why don't you grab a couple... hand me that, because I've got an idea. Why don't you grab a couple books from behind you? Or like that box plus book right behind you.
Yeah, move past the gold bullion. Yep, past the Ark of the Covenant.
Yep, there we go.
There it is.
Hopefully iron out our technical difficulties.
Now unhinge your jaw, Cody. Yep, there you go.
Now relax the gag reflex.
You wouldn't hit the gag reflex. Shut up.
I'd like you all...
Oh, that is so much better.
I'd like you all to picture this. If you would.
Okay, hold on. And action.
That would be so much better if we recorded these on video.
I'd like you all to picture this.
Picturing it.
A man in his early 40s talking to a crowd. It is time era, not quite known yet, but he's given a great speech. And he's amassing the people in this time of need. Speaking about this new deal that he's going to give to America. And the trying times that he's trying to lead us out to. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Al Franken.
Or more commonly known as FDR.
I already hope I know where this is going, but I don't think I do.
President Franken's monster?
Yes.
Is it?
No.
Oh, that's where I really hope it was going. Like that's why he can't walk. Like they hooked up like a dead guy's legs.
FDR is, in the history of our country, has served longer than any president in known record.
What?
While most are limited to 2 terms, he's the only president to serve 3 full terms and was almost a shoo-in to serve a 4th term before his death.
He died mid-3rd term.
He died in his 1st term. But it was such a trying time in the face of adversaries. We had the Great Depression happening, talks of a Second World War. America could not be without the face who was going to lead us out of the Great Depression.
Yeah, so for those of you who may be confused about American politics, you were allowed to be elected president for only 2 terms, but you're allowed to serve additional terms if you were like vice president and something happened to the president and you took over. So you're technically allowed to serve multiple terms beyond your 2, but you're only allowed to be elected for 2. For sort of those of you who may be confused about the political system.
For all you Russian bots out there.
Nowadays, back then, that wasn't the case. It was just expected you serve 2 terms and you'd be out. And the 2-term limit that was actually enforced by Constitution came after FDR's stint as president. And so we have FDR giving speech after speech after speech. He's not able to walk quite right, and he's often, most time, the frame already seen standing before people even enter the room. We go to and from, until we see behind the scenes as when FDR is narrating, doing the speech, the wiring of the rigging of him being manipulated from behind the scenes.
Okay.
So there's a man behind the curtain.
Yes.
Ooh.
We don't pay attention to him.
Can the wiring the wiring like what you'd expect like 1930s technology to be?
Yes.
Ooh.
So we come to find out FDR died 2 years in his presidency, and his wife Eleanor and his vice president, whose name I forget because he was widely known. Nobody really cared about the vice president at the time because the president was just known.
Sparrow Agnew.
Was that true?
I think so. No?
No.
That was Nixon's vice president, sorry.
Okay.
It was Nixon's first vice president.
But with...
Do you actually not know?
No, I don't know.
It was Harry Truman.
Harry Truman.
He's a history nerd.
Gotcha. So come to find out, FDR died 2 years in his first term of president, but he had already set forth all these great plans to get America back on track, and any changing to that plan would have led to further disaster of the country. So what I have envisioned is a political drama, intrigue, and sort of psychological thriller of we have to keep this ruse going or this country falls apart more than it already has.
Okay.
We have war on the horizon and all these other things, and it's only until behind the scenes somebody gets wind things aren't all peachy, and then you have assassination attempts that didn't happen because the bullet that hit the target, no blood came out. You have... Seems awful mechanical in his appearance sometimes, doesn't it? It seems not very... Doesn't seem to move off of center a lot of the times. And I've actually seen him being wheeled out of places, almost like because that's what they had to because of how heavy the animatronic was. So the idea I have about this, you've ever seen that animatronic Abraham Lincoln at Disney Kingdom? Like, this is the prototype for that. Or the precursor, if you will.
It was built by Disney engineers?
No, because Disney wasn't around back then yet.
Imagineers.
Oh.
But I'm having Eleanor Roosevelt keeping our country going and technically being America's first president behind the scenes. First female president behind the scene. Of her, because she was a political figure in her own right in true history of working to get better workers' rights for factory workers, all these other social economics behind the scenes. And she feels, in the way I'm rationalizing that she's able to do this, basically gut her husband and make a puppet out of him, basically, is she has all the years of infidelity that he had by seeing someone close to her at the time. So there's a little remorse in her eyes, like, I'm going to use what you left behind to keep this country going. Because you did start something good, and I will finish it because I owe you that much. But I need to keep this country going, or else we will fall.
Okay, so it's a serious sci-fi political thriller. Now, do we find out that he's a robot like first off, or is it kind of like is it like a?
Well, he's not really a
twist?
robot. He's more of an automaton.
Well, yeah.
Well, like
a robotic puppet, I guess.
So the sort of framing that I'd like for this is that we're not framing on FDR and Eleanor at all. We're sort of looking at this from an outside perspective, a reporter, like noting all these weird things, and it's sort of like he's keep going down this conspiracy theory hole, and the whole point of it, like, this could be the biggest story in the world, but he gets to the point where he's like, if I come forward with this destroys everything.
So it's do I tell the world and lead us potentially into worldwide failure, or do I hold on to this secret and let things continue as they are?
Yeah.
So our reporter is the main character.
Yes.
Who's playing him?
Jake Johnson.
No. I was thinking of a guy that can do. He can go from being like jovial, like sort of just like, yeah, I'm living life, things are good, to he can start where it's starting to weigh on. I want it, not like
Kevin Spacey.
No. John Hamm.
I don't want to say like a Christian Bale level actor of where he's able to, over the course of the movie, you're going to see where it's really starting to fucking affect his health. Like, he hasn't been eating right, he hasn't been sleeping right. So I want it to be, this is the modern day American. And then by the end of the movie, he is so haggard by the end of it that it just shows how much this secret weighed on him.
Oh,
and
So he's half a giant?
Like legit.
Yeah, you know that.
A guy
You know
that
I
that
was
can
proud of that. That's the
I
only fucking
am.
Harry Potter joke I could make.
it was good. That's why I smiled.
Thank you.
a legit option. He can do the haggard overworked, but also like the clean cut. Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I like this.
Don't you always say something about Ethan Hawke every time we cast a show?
And then
No, the Jake
Yes.
Johnson.
Oh, Jake Johnson, gotcha.
So
Do I say?
his breaking point, where I'm going to say where he's finally going to try and do something about this, because he finds out maybe at the start of the second term where he finally has what he believes to be valid evidence to show that they're puppeting the president. And he's like, okay, I think I got to let this go or else they're not going to survive this. When they start to when they get to halfway through his third term, before he's like, wait, this guy is so beloved of this image that they have shown America, that what stops this from just becoming a eternal presidency? Or what stops this from being a president into a...
Julius Caesar-esque leader.
Yes. And so that's when he finally goes
proud of him?
forward.
Oh, thank you.
And then that's when he starts working with Eleanor, because we find out from behind the scenes, Eleanor started this as mainly in charge, but slowly, more people have gotten their fingers into the president of what they need to get done, like the military, other politicians.
I'm glad you said that because I got an idea.
Okay.
And slowly, he finally works with Eleanor Roosevelt to finally, the president needs to go. He has helped us through, yes, we are still in trying times. Other people can lead us further. And so the last part of the movie is the psychological thriller where FDR goes on vacation and passes.
Okay, so, and what, you know, everything's got to be part of a bigger cinematic universe nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so what if we do this so that it's the reporter and Eleanor working together
Towards the end.
towards the end. So we've already hit on it. We've hit on that. You know, the military's taken control. They're like, you know, we're gonna make this the way that we want it to be. That would explain why so far into FDR's presidency we entered the war.
Right.
So the reporter and Eleanor, they get to the White House.
Because up to a certain point, America, true fact of this time, was he was preaching isolationism, like, that's their fucking problem. We're not dealing with it. Yeah. And so it was the sudden shift of D-Day that caused us to enter the war.
We were already in the war at D-Day.
Sorry, not D-Day, Pearl Harbor.
Oh. Yeah.
Pearl Harbor was caused us to enter the war. We was supporting European troops by sending them ammunition and arms and stuff like that. But until...
Whoa, whose arms?
You know what I mean. And it was not...
Bear's arms.
Oh.
And it was not until Pearl Harbor that, okay, we're entering this war. Because it was, okay, Japan attacked us, we're going to attack Japan, and then Germany and Italy got added to that list like within a few days.
So
that's true fact. We originally, after Pearl Harbor, hey, FDR appealed to Congress, we need to go to war with Japan, and then not like subtly behind the scenes, but because Japan, Germany, and Italy were the Axis powers, then they are allies of them, we have rights to attack them too.
So the final part. So it'd be Eleanor and the reporter in this kind of control room area, and they shut everything down. So power cuts to Robo FDR, and then they're like, we've done it. It will show Truman being sworn in as president, and then the camera kind of like zooms out from DC and then zooms back in on the Rockies, and it's
The baseball team?
yes,
Okay.
I can't remember the name of
The Colorado Rockies.
the precursor to NORAD, but it was the U.S. Air Force strategic base, and they have a computer, the big old style, computers fill up this entire apartment type room, and it's got the memory banks, and it's recording everything from FDR, and then the camera pans to the side of the memory banks, and it says something something, a division of Skynet.
Okay.
Then we can reboot the Terminator franchise for like the 9 millionth time.
I don't know about that. I was sort of going to make my joke crossover was going to be after that we go to the Hoover Dam and we see Megatron,
Or
because that's how they got the technology to start that accelerated stuff so quickly, because that was sort of why technology advanced so quickly after a certain point, because they found Megatron in the Babe universe.
All right.
we keep all that. We keep all that, and then the wife, the first lady's writing a check to Skynet's subsidiary Omnicorp, which is RoboCop.
Oh.
So then we got RoboCop in there.
So we're bringing in the universe of failed franchises.
Yeah.
But that was sort of my idea, the political behind the moral decisions of like, yes, this figure, this idol, this now sort of eternal leader is keeping this country together, but for how long before the golden ruler turns into the golden dictator?
I like it. I like the reasoning behind the shuffling and stuff. There's a film that was released where it's anytime you would see FDR walking, he has two Secret Service agents on either side of him, and basically they had it rigged up so that his legs were connected with their legs. So it's like this weird shambling, which is what I would think of a 1930s
FDR should not be played by an actor. To give it that weird offset look, we should literally just do animatronic.
That was sort of my idea, like the reason cameras and whatnot. If you got a still image, I'm pretty certain you could have faked a photo back then and made it look real.
A photo now.
Well, back then,
not too far from when they faked the moon landing.
right?
Oh my god.
Like I actually want to see that movie. Like,
What movie?
They got a movie coming about how they faked the moon landing.
Oh, they have a documentary?
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Huh.
It's going to have Channing Tatum in.
He wasn't alive then.
No, in the documentary, it's
Lord.
it's
That's all right, Cody. It's not like it's really expensive equipment or anything. Hey, what the fuck was that?
Why aren't we using that more?
Our podcast equipment can do that?
Yes,
Push the button again. What the hell's that?
I used to hit that button all the time.
Why are we not using that? That's amazing.
Wait, we got this one too.
You don't remember that?
No.
That was a long one.
These are great. Why are we not using these?
I would hit that button, and Adam's like, "Don't fucking do it."
Oh god. You okay, Cody?
I'm fine. I'm sorry.
Wait,
you better check to make sure your microphone's working. I didn't hear you in the headphones.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're all.
Yeah,
red
Cody
line.
just by jacking off his microphone stand just dropped a $70, $80 microphone, more than that,
I caught it before it hit the ground.
$7,000
And then
microphone on the ground.
it was the perfect music cue.
That's true. Dude, that needs to be our dead air transition.
That should be like in between rounds. Like we should be using that.
Yeah, so we don't have to listen to Adam.
Yeah, because so at first when I thought of this, I wanted to do like a comedy, like Weekend at Bernie's situation. But then the more and more I thought about it, the more I was like, the true horror of it. Like, because part of the reporter backstory is he's going to try and talk to FDR's kids, and they're like, yeah, I really haven't talked to Dad since he became president.
No, I just see someone like with their arms underneath of him, and he's just like whispering into the microphone, "We have nothing to fear but fear itself."
We have a scene where the girl like sneaks up into FDR's room and he doesn't know he's dead, like they do in Weekend at Bernie's.
Jesus.
And he's just in the bed with sunglasses on.
Mm-hmm.
Who's playing the first lady? Scarlett Johansson.
No. I was thinking, who's Tim Burton's wife?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
But yes.
That's right. She's single now.
You know I love Helena Bonham Carter.
Single,
Yeah, I was
ready,
thinking of her.
mingle.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. You should always think about her.
Okay.
So Ethan Hawke, Helena Bonham Carter, an animatronic.
Yes.
Is there any other main
Well,
cast?
who's gonna be
I
your
think-
military bad guy?
Because we had Eisenhower at that time, right?
Don't
Not
make
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower the bad guy.
He was like one
Make-
of our only
make-
5-star generals.
Make McCarthy a bad guy.
Yeah,
Okay, McCarthy.
played by Megan McCarthy.
Yeah, for
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, because
Megan McCarthy works for My Little Pony.
Oh, that's right. I got them mixed up.
yeah. So yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you know what villain she said that Lord Tyrak,
No, King Sombra.
King Sombra,
Oh,
who had a bent horn?
yeah, D's nuts.
But that is my submission to
What's
this.
do you have a title?
Ooh, call it nothing to fear.
Yes, I like that. I like that a lot.
I got like half a chub.
Yeah.
Cody, you're in the lead.
Thank you. I tried on this one. I hope it shows. Like I didn't know how to do like a storyline with this, but I feel like the plots I've given, I guess, sort of can write themselves.
You definitely didn't half-ass it as much as you normally do.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was definitely some whole ass happening.
Yep.
Thank
You had cheek spread and everything. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. That makes me happy.
Okay.
Cheek spread make you happy?
Yeah.
I get that.
Applejack. Who wants to go? Who wants
all
to
right.
follow that?
I'll follow that.
All right.
So we're gonna the title of my movie. We're gonna start with that one.
Wait. What president did you get him confused with?
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower.
Oh, okay. Go
Oh,
ahead.
that wasn't as bad. I thought you were going to get like Eisenhower mixed up with like Van Buren or something.
No.
All right. So the title of our movie is The Man Who Was Not Supposed to Be President.
The man who was not supposed to be. Is this like a King Ralph type thing?
I don't know what King Ralph is.
Oh, okay.
So maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start by following a old timey kind of black and white type setting, and we're gonna be following this real svelte guy, athletic in a suit, and he's gonna be like hobnobbing and shaking hands and talking to people as he's walking down. A very sociable kind of guy, and as we're following him, like this kind of continuous camera shot at third person over the shoulder, we're going to find out that he is like a spy Secret Service type agent. He is acting like Secret Service, but probably more accurate like a 007 kind of character, shaking hands, got a few cool gadgets, and we're going to round the corner and we're going to see Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, and he's going to walk up and he's going to have a brief conversation with Teddy Roosevelt, and we're going to slowly transition through like I want to do like old timey newspaper like.
I got to Google which one Teddy Roosevelt is. Go
The
ahead.
guy that got shot and tread softly and carry a big stick.
Yeah.
Really good mustache.
Yeah.
The most badass president.
He's on Mount Rushmore because he
okay.
knew the guy building it.
Right. So we're gonna do like the newspaper transition, right? And the newspaper we're gonna land in on is Roosevelt assassination attempt. And when the newspaper drops, we're gonna switch from black and white to color, and we're gonna have the Secret Service agent there in front of some guy who's gonna play our mentor Secret Service agent. My instinct is Jean-Luc Picard.
Patrick Stewart,
thank you. Is someone like that, someone old and wizened, and he's gonna be like, Billy, you almost screwed that one up, and our secret agent, whose name is Billy, is gonna be like, well, yeah, he got a shot off, hit him, but he survived. If I hadn't been there, then John Schrack would have killed President Roosevelt. And he's like, well, good job, and talk a little bit about that, and we're gonna find out that John Schrack was actually his last name was Schrack is his middle name, and it's John Schrack Hindenburg, and it was all like a German plot to kill Teddy Roosevelt, because Germany is gearing up for World War I. They know it's going to happen, and right now they're worried about the United States, so they're gearing up and trying to take the political system.
If they were planning on winning, why would they call it World War One?
That's fair.
It's about as good as your Nazi joke. Shut up.
The Nazi joke was way better. That was way better.
Like I said, if that microphone was, I would have slapped you right across the fucking face.
So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Billy, our Secret Service agent, we were talking, is like, this isn't going to be Germany's only attempt on our political system and our assault on democracy. What we need you to do is get involved in the next election and just be aware and keep your eyes open. So Billy's like, okay, fine. I'm going to need some gear for that, though. If you're going to expect me not to be able to come back and constantly be on the road, I'm going to need gear. So he goes to our United States version of Q, and he's getting all sorts of cool gadgets.
All right. Q's my favorite character, so who's playing Q?
It's not Q, it's going to be R.
No, R is actually a character in the Bond series.
R is John Cleese.
So we had to come up with... So Q's the armor, basically.
S.
Mm-hmm. So I want it to be, I think, John Malkovich.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's who I want it to be. Like, that's the guy from Space Force, right? The kind of the older, balding guy.
Oh,
that plays the scientist?
Never seen Space Force.
Yeah. That's John Malkovich.
Cyrus the Virus from Con Air?
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want it to be John Malkovich, I think.
Okay.
So he comes down and he starts getting gear, and he's got like a portable Tesla coil that kicks it on, and it's like a lightning shoots out of it. He's got portable explosives, which are kind of big, bulky dynamite that he folds out, and all these kind of ridiculous gadgets. And our Q, our John Malkovich character, is going to be like, and here you go. And here's all the gear you're going to need, hopefully. And Billy, our Secret Service agent, is going to be looking around and being like, how the hell are you going to expect me to carry all of this? And our John Malkovich character is going to go, aha, here's the best part. And it shows him this bulletproof, fantastic suit that is about 5 times bigger than what Billy actually needs. And Billy goes, so you want me to pretend to be fat? And John Malkovich goes, yeah, we'll tell everyone you're really fat and you're 300 to 400 pounds.
You're James Garfield?
William Taft.
William
Taft.
Wasn't Garfield fat too?
Well, he hated Mondays.
Big fan of lasagna.
Bad movie. Not
Right.
a good movie that just came out.
Yeah, so our special agent Billy Taft gets all geared up in his fat suit with all of his gadgets and doohickeys and everything. And he enters the presidential race.
Your Big Mama housing this?
I've never seen that movie, so...
Okay.
Right? So he enters the presidential race, And as the thing goes on, we're going to deal with German assassins and do some super spy sleuthing, and some of those cool gadgets that we see in the Q montage or this Q scene is he actually has to use the portable dynamite, shit like that. And eventually, as he is getting ready to exit the presidential race, he's going to withdraw so that Jennings wins. We're going to find out that really Jennings, his whole backstory is fabricated. Like the day he's got the press conference ready to announce that he's withdrawing, he gets a telegram, and the telegram is like, stop plan, reconvene, and he reconvenes with Patrick Stewart, and he's like, we just found out that Jennings has falsified his birth records, his birth certificate, his identification, all of this. It's all falsified. And it's like, okay, so who is he? He's like, he's a Hindenburg. If we let Jennings get elected, then Germany will have control of our democracy. So Taft is then forced to continue the election and win. And we vote in our 007 James Bond agent. But his lie is, I am fat, rotund, 300 pounds, and he has to keep that up. Or else the American people are going to know. So Germany knows what's happening. Billy Taft, secret agent Billy Taft, has been a thorn in the German side for decades as they've been planning World War I. And they send an assassin out to get to Billy Taft. And as we shift into his presidency after a few years, there's a struggle in Taft's apartment, or the White House, I guess it would be. And after some action sequences and some gadgets, Taft is wounded. He takes like a bullet to the side. He's got scratches and stabs, and finally he gets like a poison dart to the neck, and he goes stumbling through the White House, and he kills the last assassin. And he goes, I have to cover this up. I have to cover this up. So he throws on what has then become like a second skin fat suit to help hide as technology's advanced. And he flops into the bathroom so the blood can start to drain into the bathtub, and he starts patching up his things. And that's when our Secret Service and our White House staff kind of bust in, and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? We heard you struggling, and there's all these bodies out here. He's like, yes, I'm okay, but I'm really, really hurt. No one can know about this. We have to keep this secret. So then, medical professionals are coming, and everyone is starting to come to his aid to make sure he survives. And then the reporters show up. What's going on? What's happening? And our new gumshoe 007 kind of agent that is on charge of protecting Taft, who's doing a bang-up job, is forced to come up with a lie. And he's like, President Taft stuck in the bathtub. And he just bails.
Okay.
All right. So then we are coming to the end of Taft's presidency. And Patrick Stewart's character introduces him to who is going to be the next president, which is Woodrow Wilson. And he's like, okay, so we need to make this look good. We know he's going to be the next president because we've got the election rigged. What we need now is for you to gracefully allow Woodrow Wilson to take over, so that way you can go back on the front lines and he can handle this war that we know is coming in the future. And Taft does so. He steps back. Our Woodrow Wilson becomes elected in the 1912-1913. And he is preparing for war while Taft exits and then goes into the Justice Department to start training additional spies for the incoming World War I. And that is where we're going to end the... Yes?
I have a fact about Woodrow Wilson.
Sure.
In college, he was on the rowing team.
Uh-huh.
You know why he lost the match?
Why?
He would row, but he didn't have a paddle.
V will make the jokes.
That was much better.
Anyway, the whole time you were saying that,
You weren't listening, were you?
No, I was picturing to play Taft, the dude who played Happy Hogan.
Oh, Jon Favreau?
Yeah.
That'd be okay. I would really want it to really emphasize it though. I want someone who is lean and cut that's got like 0% body fat, that's just got like a 12 pack and
Cillian Murphy.
Me.
Oh, Cillian Murphy's
you.
not jacked.
Yeah, but it'd be a dramatic shift.
He's already Oppenheimer though.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I would just want someone who's absolutely cut.
Zac Efron. Too good looking? Okay.
Well, I just don't like Zac Efron.
Who's the dude from It's Always Sunny that got jacked?
Chris Pratt?
No, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, well, like someone who looked like Chris Pratt did in Guardians of the Galaxy. Because Chris Pratt looked freaking sexy.
It's like Rob Mackle.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, but I don't like Chris Hemsworth. I mean, that'd be fine.
And he doesn't
Any of
like,
these actors would be fine.
He doesn't
for
like
Billy.
Wreck-Gar either.
And you don't like Chris Evans. Jeez, we were all out of Chris's.
You don't like Chris Evans?
No, Chris Evans is fine.
According to union rules, we have to hire at least one Chris.
Oh, Chris Evans then.
Oh, okay.
We'll have Chris Evans as Billy Taft.
No, God, who can we get?
Get this guy. If it'll load. Damn porn slowing everything down.
Chris Pine.
Oh, Chris Pine's good.
Yeah, that'd
he
be
got
fine.
He got jacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that is my pitch for William Taft, the man who was not supposed to be president.
I like it.
Ooh, this is difficult.
Is it? Did you like that one?
Yeah, I mean, I got to decide between you two.
So we
whatever
got-
bullshit Adam can say.
So, I may surprise you. I did something against the grain here.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, Cavill.
Yes,
I'll take
because
Cavill.
I'm tired of
Yeah.
Cavill getting screwed up. But can we have a scene when he's the lead up to the bathtub scene? He does this arm pumping thing.
Yes.
And it's him getting in his fat suit.
I don't know why that's awesome, but it is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that he cocks his arms.
Who's gonna play the dude who's like, yeah, he got caught in the bathroom and he fucks off? Who's gonna play that? Jake Johnson.
No, I want it to be Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we got
that would
our
actually be
cue.
fun.
Are you having Patrick Stewart play the?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll have
All right.
him be the head of the secret.
He's a trade from MI6,
Who's our?
so he doesn't have to do American accent.
Who's our villain?
So our main villain needs to be Jennings.
And Heidenberg, or Jennings is Heidenberg.
Yeah, Jennings Heidenberg. So we need someone who looks kind of stately, who could pass as American.
The dude who played he was the bad guy in Civil War, MCU Civil War. He wore the purple ski mask.
Zemo.
Oh,
Zemo, yeah, the guy played Zemo.
I want someone a little bit older.
Oh, okay. All right.
Army Hammer.
He's evil in real life, supposedly.
I'm imagining someone with like kind of a square jaw, graying hair.
Who played the German dude in Django?
How about?
Oh yeah.
Hans Zimmerman?
No.
No, Hans Zimmerman's he writes
Christopher
scores.
Plot.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz.
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
What about Kevin Bacon? Get him in something.
Nah, he's had his chance. He was in Tremors.
That was
I got a plan.
I feel like you would fuck the movie, or at least the movie stars.
So,
Yeah. No, I had an idea. What about the guy who played Hopper in Stranger Things?
ooh.
Oh yeah.
Dye his hair
Yeah.
and give him a little bit of older makeup.
And he started his career of playing like those type of characters.
Yeah, I think because I don't want him to look like physically imposing. I want him to be socially imposing.
David Harbour.
Yes, David Harper. Yes, that's who I want to play our Jennings.
Okay.
Digging it. Okay, everyone take a nap for about the next 15 to 20 minutes.
All right. I don't have a title.
We'll come help you come up.
Or a plot, or a cast.
So
So
we're not going to do something cheeky like Untitled Movie Number 1.
no.
That was
Or-
the name of the podcast for the
Or,
first 4
yeah,
episodes.
Yeah.
That was yeah.
Untitled.
Yeah, Untitled. Not this one. The original.
That was a hipster way to do it.
All right.
Right.
So I want to do something different. I always do gritty. So I'm thinking I want this to be in the vein of like Never-Ending Story, The Labyrinth,
Oh, we all changed it up.
Return to Oz. Okay, that's what I'm going for. Okay.
Out comes the paper.
Okay. This is set in an alternate post-apocalyptic 1999 United States.
I swear to God, this is fucking Six String Samurai.
Oh my God! So, okay, the world resembles a horrifying landscape, kind of like a Thundar.
Can we
Okay.
just go right to the grading?
Okay. So the world resembles a horrifying landscape of Thundar, right? Okay. Most food is rare, unhealthy, but fruit is prized as the best. Peaches, the most beloved. Our main characters, Chris, Dave, and Jason, they're warriors, soldiers from the war that led to the way the world is now. Okay. They now travel the world as minstrel acts bands, singing about the exploits and heroic deeds of the war.
Is this about the band presidents of the United States?
Attached to their equipment are swords, i.e., Six String Samurai style. They are approached by a mysterious stranger claiming to know the cure of the world, the cure to the world. This stranger.
Did you steal my strategy of just turning a song into a movie?
Full Cody.
The stranger is only known as the Weird One. Okay? Alright? Our heroes accept the quest to receive this mysterious case, inside of which is the instrument of our salvation. Okay? Our salvation, in this case, is hidden in a boggy marsh protected by an undead woman in a stained blue dress called Lump. Once defeating Lump, our trio must travel to the fallen capital with the case, fighting off post-apocalyptic ninjas while keeping their hunger at bay by eating peaches. Okay?
Peaches in a can.
They reach...
Were they put there by a man?
No, they're peaches for you, peaches for me. That's all I remember the song.
They reach the ruins of the fallen capital and reach our former leader. Okay, he's been stuck in stasis, kind of like a BAFTA tank, waiting for the return of the salvation instrument. Our heroes open the case to reveal a saxophone made of gold.
Yes.
The stasis. The stasis. What?
You fucking moron.
Thanks, man.
Is your president Bill Clinton?
The stasis pod opens and our leader starts to reanimate. Clinton grabs the sax and begins to play.
When he reanimates, can he grab the sax and go, "Thanks, man"?
Thanks, man.
Our heroes join in.
Good to be back.
The sound transmitting throughout the land. The darkness begins to lift. A new dawn is rising. I mean, there's more to it than that, but that was just like a summary, you know.
Can we have Bill Clinton play himself and sort of have him CGI'd like they did Mark Hamill?
Oh,
That's I mean, what do you guys think? You guys want? I don't know. Can presidents act in movies? I mean, Trump did before he became president.
I don't know, to be honest, what the rules are for that. I think they aren't allowed to use their presidency for monetary gain.
Yeah, I don't
they
know.
just won't get any money.
Right. I hate to say this. Adam, you usually don't come up with very good ideas.
You liked my Lone Ranger one.
I love this one.
Thanks,
I
man.
love this one so much. The Lone Ranger one was a close second.
Oh,
You use songs I like against me.
But
What
see,
songs?
Peaches in a can, they were put there by a man.
So-
Is that the song?
Yeah, that's Peaches.
but the so there's a lady. There's Lump.
I don't think that's the song.
That's the song.
it is.
Is it? I thought it was the thousands of peaches.
that's
peaches for you.
That's part of it.
Oh, is it the same song?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the same
Millions
song.
of
Okay.
Peaches for me.
So the undead woman in a stained blue dress is Monica. She's called Lump.
Yeah, I got it.
Uh-huh.
So who are we gonna have play in the? Yeah, it was President of the United States. So who are we gonna have play Chris, Dave, and Jason, our warriors? There's obviously more to it than that. I mean, they're going to be traveling throughout the world.
What's that movie
What
Ryan
made you-
Reynolds was
What
in?
the fuck made you think on Six String Samurai?
Right when you said the desolation,
Oh,
and then I got Presidents of the United States right when you said something about peaches, and I was like, "Fucking idiot!"
What's that Ryan Reynolds movie?
Don't point that fucking gun at me, Cody.
What's that Ryan Reynolds movie?
National Lampoon's Van Wilder, The Proposal.
The one where he's telling his kid how he met his mother.
Definitely,
Mother.
maybe.
Say what? Definitely maybe. Well, part of a subplot of that movie is that he helped campaign for Bill Clinton in New York for part of that movie. So Ryan Reynolds was one of them.
That would be funny.
Okay.
If it was like a kind of hidden nod to that movie.
Like a hidden nod to that, and then it could just be random people that helped him campaign before the world went to shit.
Oh, and you gotta have 3 famous people. So I like Ryan Reynolds.
We got Reynolds.
This feels like a movie that calls for Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jake Johnson.
You know I'm okay with Jake Johnson.
So what's our 3 guys? Do we have the smart, strong, and stupid one?
Yeah, so the lead singer, the guitar player would be Reynolds.
Right, and then you have Paul Bettany and Jesse Eisenberg as your trio of musicians.
Okay,
there.
so what villains do they run up against?
Well, they got the irradiated ninjas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we can give them like a leader, since the irradiated ninjas are just going to be like faceless, masked.
All right, who's playing Monica?
It needs to be like the sultriest, seductress kind of person.
Yeah,
just the person who looks great in a dress that just slinks from left to right.
Jennifer Aniston.
Megan Fox.
No. Double-ended dildo in Requiem for a Dream. Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jennifer Connelly.
Definitely behind that one.
Yeah. So was she. So
I like how you could have said The Rocketeer, a whole bunch of other movies, but you went with Double-ended dildo in Requiem for a Dream.
Well, and I mentioned Labyrinth earlier. So Jennifer Connelly. Who should we have play Clinton?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Just have his voice
double. What about Daryl Hammond from SNL? He used to do Clinton, didn't he?
God, how old's Daryl Hammond now?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
But I want it to be like musical. I don't want it to be a musical, but I want it to be musically involved and charged.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Well, get a musician to play Clinton then. If it's going to end with, I imagine, a big Bollywood-style ending of where he grabs the saxophone. Thanks, man. I've been waiting for this. And then it just starts playing the shit out of it.
Have you guys seen the Lost Boys?
A long time ago.
Where there's that greased-up muscle dude that plays the sax?
That is not the part of the movie that I
remember.
I
don't tend to remember that part from Lost Boys either.
Yeah, I don't really tend to remember greased up muscle boys.
Is he 69?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did I ever tell you that I met the guy who owns the comic book store in Lost Boys?
The actual guy that owns it, or the character that owns it?
No, the actual character, the actual person.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because so it's not an actor. That's a real comic book store owner in Lost Boys.
Oh, I'm thinking of the video store. Never mind.
Yeah, so I want to say it was like Atlantic Comics was the name of the actual comic book store, because I think it was like Amazing Fantasy Comics in the movie. But I actually met that guy. I went to a comic book convention in Las Vegas and shook his hand, and we talked a little bit. Nice guy.
Nicer than Rudy?
Yes. Much more interesting than Rudy.
Did I ever tell you my Nazi knock-knock joke?
You did, and I love it. But that man had the world's longest coke nail.
That's why I want to play Bill Clinton.
Tim Capello.
Is that the guy from...
That's the scene from Lost Boys.
Isn't he the one that's going around with the saxophone TikTok right now?
Oh, he might be.
Dude.
He's playing Clinton.
Counterpoint. John Hamm.
Oh yeah.
He had a scene very similar to that.
Yeah, he would still be
SNL.
Okay, I think he was playing that character on SNL.
Okay.
I don't have. You guys got a title? I don't have an idea for a title.
It's got to be something completely just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Cigar.
Or Oral Office. Oh, fuck. What would be a good title?
I did not.
Yeah, we don't not even. Yeah, that's actually how you say the title.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 tickets for.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, fuck. What would be a good title? Anytime, Cody.
I'm
Come on,
working
speak
on
up
it.
here. Jesus.
I've already given mine. I did not.
What about Little Rock?
Nothing but the sax.
Little Rock.
Nothing but the sax.
Ooh.
What's Clinton's middle name?
Safe sex.
Safe sax. That's it. Safe sax.
All right, that was my movie pitch for the
Saxing
president.
with protection.
Saxing.
Oh, fuck. So we've got an FDR sci-fi epic that could potentially rebuild 3 failed franchises. We have...
Well, I think that part was just a joke, right? That's not part of the pitch.
It was a joke, literally.
Okay, so you're not going to include those?
Well, I will if you.
No. No. You tell me. Are you going to include it in your pitch?
Not those 3 failed franchises.
Cody's on the bottom.
Fuck off. But I would, at the end of mine, do. There's still a program just in case they need to replace the president.
You would have won if you would have said Skynet.
No, because you already decided winner, didn't you?
No. And then we got Daniels, Billy Taft.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
I was really hoping to hate Adams, and that's what sucks.
Right, it's kind of good.
I was really hoping to hate it. And the best part is, like, you wouldn't be able to pick up on it until, like, the very fucking end.
Well, if we go with safe sax, I think people might figure it out.
I don't know. I really like saxing with protection.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Saxing with protection.
I hate to do it, but I gotta go with Adam. And I'm dead. Cody, it has nothing to do. I'm giving you shit about the 3 universes. I like everyone's idea. It was just I wasn't expecting to like that as much. I thought he was just.
I wasn't expecting him to do sort of a comedy movie.
I was trying something different.
So the winner.
The only thing I don't like about Adams is it's a think piece.
He went in a completely different direction than I thought he was going to go. I thought he was just going to do some like alternate history.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically it is alternate history, but I did not think he was going to throw in music.
Nope, that was a
nor the band, nor music with the band, the Presidents of the United States. So I hate to do it, but I have to give it to him.
Yes.
Congratulations, Adam.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Adam.
Thank you. I want to thank
Cody's like, I'm going to slit your fucking throat.
No,
Hey,
I don't feel like I got gypped out of anything this time.
Did you get?
Yeah,
did
that
you
was a good one.
Give my allude to Gump. The Mysterious Strangers only called the weird one. Weird Al did.
Oh my god!
Did Gump.
Because he's met like every president in his life. Like, oh yeah, I know him.
Anyway.
Yep. As soon as you said this topic, I'm like, I have to come up with something with the guy who got stuck in the fucking bathtub.
I love that. Like I said, it was. If it was just between you two, I probably wouldn't have decided yet. Like I said, Adam just.
Oh yeah, that was a blow. That was so good.
I hate to give him the credit, but he didn't fuck up for once.
Okay, all right. Our homework.
Adam's a fucking idiot, and he knocked. Oh, sorry.
You gotta do like a victory speech of some kind. You can't just be like, "Thanks, man."
God damn it, that was.
Thanks, man.
That's a song at the end of the movie. That.
Wait. So, is Bill Clinton playing the sax? Is that what revitalizes the world?
Yeah.
So the ending is just Bill Clinton playing the sax, and then like the White House goes from like decrepit to like rebuilt, and like grass starts to spring up.
No, I was picturing more of like, so there's like smog everywhere. And
so he gets rid of pollution.
Yeah, like the clouds start to come in, and you see the sun come out, and like people are like coming out of the ruins, like, what the fuck is this? And
so he's saxing Mr. Blue Sky?
Not gonna lie, I would be perfectly happy with all of a sudden like the grass just like turning green, and like a wave of music fucking washing over the
Well,
U.S.
I'm cool
Yeah,
with
you got to have like a scene where like there's a frumpy old like woman and a guy there, and the music hits him, and then you like pan out, and then you start seeing like her shirt and her bra go flying out the window.
Everyone just starts boning.
Gotta get that population up.
I wanna say thank you to everyone boning.
Yes.
And
The last words in the movie: "I did save the world."
anyway, here's our homework. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit tough.
No. The way that it ends is like you got your Clinton actor and a kid, and it's like, is that what you did? And he goes, well, it depends on what your definition of is. And then it.
So,
It's the little kid going, "Is that the cigar?" Yeah, buddy.
Good to be back.
So, I'm talking now as the head of the studio.
Hey, Monica.
I want to make a blockbuster, but I don't want to spend a lot.
Those stores are completely closed.
But I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I want to make a mockbuster. Here are the restraints you have to have. You have to come up with a title. Said title has to be close enough to whatever IP you want to mock, but legally.
Are we making a scary movie or Meet the Spartans level movie?
It's up to you. So you got like classics like Transmorphers, Atlantic Rim. What else we got? Android Cop. You know,
Panda Fighter.
this one is Abraham Lincoln versus zombies. So that's one requirement. You got to have the title, legally allowed title, but close enough, and the plot of the movie has to be similar enough, but also not legally trespassing on whatever IP you're doing.
Okay, so we're making Spaceballs.
No.
You're making a mockumentary.
No,
mockbuster.
No, you're trying to make a movie that is a copycat cash grab off a big movie. So, like, when Pacific Rim came out, a movie called Atlantic Rim about giant robots fighting
I
monsters
get
came
that.
out.
I would classify Spaceballs as that sort of movie.
No,
just like Meet the Spartans and Scary Movie.
No, those are very different
Those
things.
are spoof movies.
Yeah, those are, like, satire and purposely comedic. These are not designed that way.
Okay, so
It's supposed to be like an actual. They're just stealing the idea.
The idea
Right.
of mockbusters are for like grandmas who want to buy. Oh yeah,
no, I get the idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
not
I
Spaceballs
guess-
at all.
All right, so I guess it's a little bit more tighter definition. All right, so you want literally, I'm making Star Wars, but I'm not using Star Wars.
right.
Yeah, so it'd be called like Galaxy Battle.
So the requirements are the title. It has to be close enough to where it's like, oh, Timmy likes that's Star Wars, right? It's got to be close enough to that to fool a grandma, but within legal requirements.
Well, that's easy. Our grandmas are dead.
The plot. That's wow. The plot of the movie has to be similar, but not trespassing on the IP. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do it. I'm going to lose the next one, but I already got my idea.
Okay.
Millions of peaches for me.
All right, before we get copyright struck down in the last 4 seconds, you have been listening to previously on a Damage Control Podcasting production. Make sure you check out new episodes every Monday-ish on YouTube and SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and X. Please make sure you like,
Aren't
comment.
Twitter and X the same thing?
Yeah. Please like, comment,
If you
and
combine the two, it'd be
subscribe.
Twix.
I could go for
Remember
Twix.
Twix?
I could really. Did anyone? So there used to be 3 Twixes. There used to be a caramel Twix, a peanut butter Twix, and a Twix that came in a blue wrapper. And I don't
There
know
was
what
a
the
Twix and a blue wrapper?
yeah, and I don't know what it was because the peanut butter Twix was a red Twix wrapper.
Oh, see, I just
And
remember
then
the gold
the-
Twix wrapper.
Yeah, see, and then so the gold Twix wrapper used to be an orange Twix wrapper because it was caramel. And then the peanut butter and whatever the blue Twix wrapper was faded away, and only the caramel Twix survived.
Have you
and then they started
seen-
coming back out with the peanut butter Twix.
Have you seen the variety of Reese's that they have on shelves?
And most of them are bad.
It's like
yes.
Reese's.
No,
and
it's got to be
chips.
old. It's got like 1990s.
It's like
I have a candy bar fact.
It's like Reese's and chips.
Anyway, you've been listening
Reese's
to
and
ADHD, the
caramel.
podcast. Please
What's your fact,
comment,
Cody?
and subscribe. We love you.
The
Adam?
reason Three Musketeers is Three Musketeers because it used to come with 3 different candy bars in the same wrapper.
Yeah.
Push the button.